The jungle was alive. Air thick and heavy, buzzing, chirping, croaking. The heat hung low, promising a storm. Deep within this green heart, a small cabin stood silently. Built of sturdy logs, it was a haven, a place of peace, away from the bustling world. The jungle was restless, leaves trembled. Birds took flight, seeking shelter. The air grew still, anticipation hanging heavy. A low rumble echoed in the distance. The storm was coming. The jungle held its breath, waiting. The cabin sat nestled amongst ancient trees. Vines draped like decorations, a living tapestry. The air smelled of damp earth and green leaves. Inside it was warm and inviting. A fire crackled in the hearth, casting dancing shadows. The smell of wood smoke filled the air, comforting and familiar. A rough-hewn table stood in the center, lit by a flickering oil lamp. Books and maps lay scattered, evidence of a curious mind. This was a place of refuge and contemplation. The first raindrops began to fall, slow and heavy. They hit the leaves with a soft thud, a gentle percussion that marked the start of the storm. The wind picked up, whispering through the trees. Leaves danced and swirled, carried by the growing breeze. The jungle floor was in shadow, the light fading. The rain intensified, falling in sheets now. It pounded the roof of the cabin, a steady rhythm. The jungle was alive with the sound of water. The air grew cooler, the humidity breaking. The smell of rain on dry earth, that earthy, fresh scent, filled the air. It was the smell of renewal. The rumble of thunder grew closer, a deep, guttural sound. The storm was upon them. Lightning flashed, illuminating the jungle in a stark white light. The trees looked like skeletal giants reaching for the sky. Then darkness again. The thunder roared, a deafening clap that seemed to shake the very ground. The power of the storm was awe-inspiring, a reminder of nature's might. The rain became a torrent cascading from the sky. Rivers of water flowed along the jungle floor, carrying leaves and debris. The world outside was a blur of water and wind, but inside the cabin there was peace. The storm raged on, but within those sturdy walls there was only warmth and security. Section 5. Nature's Symphony. The sound of the rain was hypnotic. Each drop seemed to carry a story, a whisper from the heavens. The rain was not just water falling from the sky. It was a melody, a rhythm that resonated with the soul. A steady drumming on the roof, a soothing rhythm. It was as if the jungle itself was playing an ancient drum, a beat that had echoed through the ages. The sound was both primal and comforting, a reminder of nature's timeless presence. It was the sound of the jungle cleansing itself, washing away the old. The rain nourished the earth, giving life to the plants and animals that called this place home. It was a cycle of renewal, a promise of new beginnings. The wind howled like a wild animal, but its voice was muffled by the thick walls of the cabin. Outside it was a force of nature, bending trees and rustling leaves. Inside it was a distant echo, a reminder of the wild world beyond the cabin's walls. Here it was only a gentle sigh, a lullaby. The wind's soft whispers through the leaves were like a mother's soothing voice, calming and reassuring. It was a moment of peace amidst the storm. The fire crackled and popped, sending sparks swirling up the chimney. The warmth of the fire was a stark contrast to the cool rain outside. It was a beacon of comfort, a source of light and warmth in the heart of the jungle. Each spark was like a tiny star, a fleeting moment of brilliance against the dark backdrop of the storm. These sparks danced and twirled, adding their own notes to the symphony of nature. The combined sounds of the rain, the wind, and the fire created a symphony of nature. Each element played its part, contributing to a harmonious whole. It was a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. It was a wild, untamed symphony, yet strangely comforting in its intensity. The storm outside was fierce, but within the cabin there was a sense of safety and serenity. It was a perfect balance of chaos and calm, a true testament to the power and beauty of nature. The fire in the hearth was a beacon in the storm. Its flames danced and flickered, casting a warm glow over the cabin's interior. It was a symbol of life, of warmth, of safety. The flames painted the wooden walls with dancing shadows, creating a constantly shifting tapestry. It was mesmerizing to watch the play of light and shadow. The heat from the fire radiated outwards, chasing away the chill of the storm. It felt good to be warm, to be dry, to be safe from the elements. The fire was a source of endless fascination. One could get lost in its flames, watching the sparks fly, the embers glow, the wood slowly turn to ash. A feeling of peace settled over the cabin. The twilight cast a gentle glow, painting the forest in hues of gold and amber. The cabin stood as a sanctuary amidst the wilderness, a beacon of tranquility. The storm raged outside, but inside it was warm and dry. The sound of raindrops hitting the windows created a soothing symphony, a stark contrast to the chaos outside. The cabin walls seemed to hum with a comforting warmth, shielding its inhabitants from the storm's fury. The air was filled with the scent of wood smoke and something else, a sense of contentment. The crackling fire in the hearth added to the ambience, its flames dancing merrily, casting flickering shadows on the wooden walls. It was a scene of perfect harmony. On the table, a mug of steaming tea awaited. The steam spiraled upwards, carrying with it the rich aroma of herbs and spices. It was a simple pleasure, yet it held the promise of warmth and comfort, a small luxury in the heart of the wild. Its aroma filled the air, promising warmth and comfort. Each sip was a tiny bit of heaven, a moment of pure indulgence. The tea's warmth spread through the body, chasing away the chill brought by the storm. Each sip was a tiny bit of heaven, a moment of pure indulgence. The tea's warmth spread through the body, chasing away the chill brought by the storm. It was a ritual of relaxation, a pause in the midst of nature's fury. Curled up in a comfortable armchair, a book in hand, it was easy to forget the storm outside. The soft glow of the firelight made the pages come alive, each word a gateway to another world. It was a perfect escape, a journey within a journey. The words on the page came alive, transporting the reader to another world. The story unfolded with each turn of the page, weaving a tapestry of adventure and wonder. It was a reminder of the power of stories, of their ability to transport and transform. This was the magic of the cabin. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, where the outside world faded away, leaving only the present moment. The firelight cast a warm glow, creating an atmosphere of enchantment and peace. It was a place where one could escape the world, where one could find peace and solitude, where one could simply be. In the heart of the wild, the cabin offered a refuge, a sanctuary where the soul could rest and rejuvenate. It was a reminder of the simple joys of life, of the beauty of nature, and the warmth of a cozy retreat. As the storm raged on, the cabin felt like a sanctuary. The wind howled, the rain beat down, but inside all was calm. It was a haven from the wildness outside. The sound of the rain became a lullaby, soothing and hypnotic. It lulled the mind into a state of peaceful relaxation. Worries and anxieties seemed to melt away. The fire crackled and popped, its warmth spreading throughout the cabin. It was a comforting sound, a reminder that life went on, even in the midst of a storm. The cabin was more than just a shelter. It was a place of peace, a refuge from the storms of life, both literal and metaphorical. Sleep came easily that night. The cabin, nestled deep within the heart of the jungle, provided a sanctuary from the storm raging outside. The rustic charm of the wooden walls and the soft, inviting bed created a cocoon of comfort. The fire, burning low in the hearth, cast a gentle, flickering light that danced across the room. adding to the sense of warmth and security. The sound of the rain was a soothing backdrop, a natural sleep aid. Each drop that fell on the jungle leaves outside created a symphony of nature, a lullaby that eased the mind and body into a state of deep relaxation. The rhythmic patter of raindrops on the cabin window was like a gentle reminder of the world outside, yet it felt distant and unintrusive. The warmth of the fire chased away any lingering chills. The crackling of the firewood was a comforting sound, blending seamlessly with the rain. The glow of the firelight painted the room in hues of orange and gold, creating an atmosphere of serenity and peace. It was a perfect contrast to the cool, damp air outside. Dreams were filled with images of dancing flames, swaying trees, and the steady rhythm of the rain. The mind wandered through a landscape of vivid, comforting scenes where the elements of fire and water coexisted in harmony. The flames seemed to dance in time with the swaying trees, creating a mesmerizing ballet of nature. They were dreams of peace and tranquility, of being at one with nature. The jungle, usually teeming with life and sound, was now a serene and quiet place. The rain had washed away the noise, leaving behind a sense of calm and stillness. It was a reminder of the beauty and power of nature and the peace that can be found within it. When morning came, the storm had passed. The first light of dawn broke through the clouds, casting a soft golden glow over the jungle. The air was crisp and fresh, carrying the scent of rain and earth. It was a new day, full of promise and renewal. The sun peeked through the clouds, casting a golden glow over the jungle. The rays of sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, creating a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor. The wet leaves glistened like jewels, reflecting the morning light in a dazzling display. The air was fresh and clean, washed clean by the rain. Every breath felt invigorating, filled with the pure essence of the jungle. The foliage, adorned with droplets of dew, sparkled in the sunlight, adding to the sense of renewal and freshness. The cabin stood silently, a sentinel in the green heart of the jungle. It had withstood the storm, its sturdy walls and roof providing shelter and safety. Surrounded by the lush greenery, it was a testament to resilience and harmony with nature. It had weathered the storm, just as it had weathered countless storms before. Each storm left its mark, but the cabin remained steadfast, a symbol of endurance and strength. It was a place where one could find solace and peace, no matter the chaos outside. It was a place of enduring strength and quiet beauty. The cabin, with its rustic charm and serene surroundings, was a sanctuary. It stood as a reminder of the simple yet profound beauty of nature and the peace that can be found within it.